Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take another look at Luna, see what's going on, of course. If you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor. I just love teaching people how to trade. Been trading for over 15 years. My goal and my passion is to help you become more self-sufficient. I have a website specifically for that reason, CryptoCache.tech. It's a trading community. You can learn and grow and become a better trader if you'd like. I share signals and I have a trading academy to teach you everything you need to know. Also, we have weekly roundtable discussions and just a really amazing group of people there. So thank you so much to all my current community members for making my life a lot better. Just truly awesome to be able to collaborate and just have kind of a family on the side here. It's really nice. I got my crypto family. So thanks again for that. So taking a look here at Luna. Something I want to kind of bring to your attention here is that we are looking to be back in good shape. Now, something to note though is that to kind of jump right into TD sequential, just kind of showing you here, we hit a 9 previously, and so it makes sense that the price is retracing down. It's also synonymous with Bitcoin. If you look at Bitcoin here as well, you can see this obvious significant decrease in value. I think we're all aware of that. That led to the same decrease from Luna. Okay. Now, not saying that anytime Bitcoin retraces, Luna will do so as well, because it obviously didn't do that here recently. We saw 9 days of continuation where Bitcoin only really saw 1 day of bullish momentum. Okay. And that was that Monday here. So truth be told, Luna's doing very well independent of Bitcoin. So I think this is one of those coins that will continue to do well. And I do think there's high hopes here for Luna. I think 3 figures or 100 plus is very, very doable. We almost got there here recently. In fact, we almost hit our profit target. We're off by about $1. Which is perfectly fine because I think it'll come back up and hit that. But as a swing trade, we have a swing trade community as well, or swing trade signals that I send in my community. And we almost hit our second profit target in Luna. And this has just been a very profitable coin for a lot of us. So I get the question, hey, should we continue to invest or is it going to come back down? And short answer is I think it's going to continue to go up. We have some nice simple moving averages below the price action. If we look at the overall volume profile too, tremendous amount of volume between 43 and 70. Now, obviously, again, the price, if it were to come down that low, we'd have a nice support channel, but I'm not speculating that we're going to see a price that low. But generally speaking, having stronger or more volume below the current price point is more important than the inverse as well. That's why some people think that, hey, buying low and buying a coin now at $2 when it was previously at 20 is a good idea. There's a lot of resistances in the way. This one doesn't have a lot of resistance, essentially, minus the fact that it was a bit on the overextended side recently. Okay, so we got to understand that too. That being said, with us looking at TD sequential, just to kind of close that school of thought, we're at a 4 right now. There is potential for 5 more days of continuation of the downside. And I say potential based on Bitcoin's behavior. Bitcoin breaks 37,000 and we get a close below 37,000. We're no longer making higher lows. At that point, we're going to have a different conversation with Bitcoin, and same thing with Luna as well. Luna could, again, it's a profitable coin for a lot of people. Luna could lose its value by a small margin if we see Bitcoin do the same thing. Okay, so again, we see another leg down from Bitcoin that's 10 to 20% in one trading day. Yeah, we could very well see a correction from Luna, but I don't foresee that happening. Or even if it were to, it'd probably see one of those very large candle wicks like we've seen here before, where the price gets corrected and then it just ramps up and continues on. So once again, looking good here for Luna. I like the 1 day. We're back under 70 and over 50 in the RSI. We have a potential MACD divergence, but I'm not too concerned with that based on its overall momentum and how it's kind of smoothing out, and the RSI is leveling out closer to 50. That's great stuff. So again, we got some good stuff there in that sense. We've also got some support, of course. I would say 65 is a pretty strong support based on previous levels. So between 65 and 80, we should have a nice little support channel there. Once again, based on volume and previous resistance and support levels. We see a previous resistance right around 75. So ultimately, I think we're going to see the price stick close to where it's at for the moment. Will it shoot straight up here soon? Probably not. We need to see a little bit more confidence from Bitcoin, I feel, and then we're going to go ahead and have more continuation of the upside. Now, Luna doesn't necessarily have to have Bitcoin doing well to do well on its own. It's more independent in a lot of ways. But if Bitcoin can go sideways and be a little less choppy, or just people are concerned about Bitcoin losing its value, then of course Luna's going to kind of stutter for a little bit, right? Anyways, just kind of some overall big picture stuff. Look at the 4 hour though. We are underneath the 50-day SMA. I don't love that. That will potentially work as a resistance. It's going to be synonymous in a lot of ways with $87 here. So if we see 87 as the resistance level, just kind of draw this line out a little further for you, you can see that the moving average is kind of going to be averaging itself out close to that. So between 85 and 87 would be a resistance channel, but right here we've got this nice little support that's working very well at $78. That was previous resistance, as you can see here. So 78.35 is effectively the new support level moving forward. Okay, 78.35 upwards of 87.87. We'll probably see a little bit of channel trading for the next 24 hours. Bitcoin can kind of stabilize and slowly increase. It's got a MACD convergence in the 4-hour forming. I think we could very well see Luna take back off. And when I say take off, we're just talking, hitting its recent high and kind of going from there. We may not break through our recent or previous high. I think it was from the range of the highest point was 104 as a close approximate, but the one-day candlestick close is more like 99. So I think we'll be able to get back up there here soon. In fact, we have a profit target right at that exact level for a reason, just below a key level Fibonacci retracement line. All right, so back on to the 4-hour, looking at the RSI. We're under 50, but the MACD is potentially going to converge as well. We see this also with Bitcoin, okay? If you look at Bitcoin, in fact, we just had the MACD convergence that just occurred, which obviously took place here in the most recent time frame because I covered that a couple of hours ago. But generally speaking, it's looking very good here. And when you see a convergence here potential, especially with one happening on Bitcoin, and for lack of better terms, I think that's a very good continuation and very good sign that Luna should continue to increase from here. Again, there's a lot of factors involved, but that sways things in our favor, right? And when it comes to TA, it's all about kind of extracting information from different time frames. And that's all we're doing, really. And what we're doing is we're kind of building a case, okay? And right now, I would say, if we're going to do just rough estimates, 60-70% likelihood Luna's more likely to go up and bounce and stay above 78.35 than it is to go down. Again, just based on the TA alone. Okay, that's just kind of how it works with TA. It's never foolproof, never 100%, but it does help you kind of increase your odds and stack the favors, in your favor, right? Stack the odds in your favor, however you want to call it. All right, so let's take a quick look at TD sequential here. We just hit a 9, of course. This is happening a lot with other coins, and we're seeing this natural correction. So the key here is for this next low cannot be lower than $78, right? So as long as it can stay higher above 78, we can get this higher low and to kind of start breaking this lower high, lower low pattern, okay? So it'd be really good to be able to see something like that. So hopefully soon we can get the price to kind of level out, but we're about 3 hours into a potential of 9 hours worth of continuation of downside. Not saying it's going to hit a 9, but it could, right? So the key here is if it were to hit a 9, just slowly go down to decrease the side, start changing that so we can start seeing some higher lows, and then effectively some higher highs too, because if the price were to come back up here and just say break this plane, then we'd have higher high, and we'd all have our higher lows. Okay. Again, those are just things you want to try to look for. So seeing this on the 1 hour is not really great, but it's not terrible either. It looks like there's going to be a shift in momentum that's going to happen soon, but we don't have confirmation. That's just the truth of the matter. You need to have confirmation to feel comfortable with that, and to me, a good confirmation that I like to look for is the Ichimoku cloud. So taking a look here at the cloud, we're still below the cloud, right? So until the price gets back above the price action, that's not a sign to go ahead and go long. The conversion line is barely above the baseline, which is positive. That's a good sign. We see that with Bitcoin as well. But the lagging span is still not free and clear of any price action. So just say the price were to move up like this, then we'll see the lagging span become free and clear of any price action here, and that'd be a case in point where we want to take entry. So for lack of better terms, we're probably about, we shouldn't see until sometime tomorrow morning the price back above the cloud unless it shoots up from here. Okay. So again, just something to kind of think about. There's no confirmation we have just yet. So I would say, adding to your position, DCA is perfectly fine. That's what you want to do in these indecisive moments. But by no means am I telling you that Luna is just going to shoot straight up from here. Okay. It's done very well. It recovered nicely like Bitcoin did today as well, but it's selling off as Bitcoin is too, right? So again, it has a somewhat of a codependence in the recent past. Not to say it's going to hold on for forever, but we have to respect the fact that Luna isn't giving us a signal to go long just yet, but it is telling us that it wants to try. But until we start seeing higher highs and higher lows, we're back up above the cloud, the lagging span is free and clear of any price action. There's really no reason to go on to take entry for Luna, minus dollar cost averaging. DCA is perfectly fine. I personally feel that we're going to see 100 to 150 this year from Luna. That's probably pretty safe to say. So if you're adding to your position now, it wouldn't be terrible, so you can effectively, 1.5, 2x your investment. Again, that's not 100%. We never truly know, but I personally feel like that will be the case for Luna. But just note too, It recently was overextended, and we're only 3 days into this downside. There is potential for about 5 or 6 more days of red from Luna. Okay, so just note that as well. So I would say yes, the odds are in our favor that Luna should be more likely to increase from here, but it's still really close to a break even, where I just recommend mostly dollar cost averaging at this point and not consider a long position from Luna at this exact moment. Just the way it is. All right, so I like to shoot you straight. That's kind of how it goes. But I am bullish on Luna for the big picture in the long term. I really think this is a good coin. That's why dollar cost averaging is probably the best method here for the moment. Catch the price as it continues to go down. There's nothing wrong with that. It will come back up again eventually. That's almost a guarantee. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great rest of your day, or have a good rest of your day, of course. And we'll look forward to getting to know you better. If you want to become a community member, link in the description below, CryptoCache.tech. I do look forward to getting to know you better. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. See ya.